Here are the 4 things that were literal eye-openers for me after sending over 700,000 cold emails. When starting out, I actually have watched dozens of videos like this, so instead of sharing generic typical things like,
Oh, you must take care of deliverability.
here, I'm gonna share things that are not really obvious and have really been big eye-openers for me when it comes to cold email campaigns. Here's a bit of my story. I've been in the online marketing space for a few years, currently running an online business in real estate for a little over 10 months, and I have done cold email campaigns in multiple industries before, including real estate, software development, home improvement, and marketing in general. As of now, I scaled my agency to 4,800 in revenue in a single month using the mass cold email method. By the way, I spend almost no time on outreach. Plus, I have a little bonus for you as a number 5, so make sure to stick around. Number 1, it can die out. It's not always deliverability. I've had a case when my campaign was running successfully and smoothly for literally several months, and then at some point I just stopped receiving the responses. It looked kind of like this, pretty painful when sending 4,000 emails a day, getting almost no response. It just doesn't look natural. Right. So my first assumption was deliverability. I thought that emails are going to spam, and I ran this kind of campaign to simply get realtors to say yes or respond something. And surprise, I actually got 5 to 6% response rate, which is average because I've done this campaign before as well. Turns out, after changing up the copy and the subject line of my email, I've been able to start getting the leads again. Since I've been recycling the lists, I assume that people just have been seeing the same email and the same subject line for a few times and kind of got tired of it. So if you're recycling through the lists and your campaign just seemed to die out, it's not always deliverability. The easiest thing to do is just test a different email or send a campaign like I showed before when we literally just want to get them to say yes and kind of see that the emails actually get response. Number 2, follow up and recycling the lists. Currently, my email sequence looks like this. It's the main email, and then I'm just trying to bump it up, and then finally I hit with a kind of goodbye email. I've noticed that a lot of leads are actually coming in with the second follow up. A little bit less go with the third, and then the fourth one honestly isn't necessary, at least for my metrics, it hasn't been that huge. Now, with recycling the lists, I noticed that a lot of people that are beginners, they kind of feel shy about recycling the lists as if it's bad to send the email to the same person multiple times or whatever. Honestly, I haven't been feeling that. I have been recycling the lists after 1 month, after 3 months. Ideally, though, you want to give it 3 months because you will get much more traction from it. So you want to make sure that you have enough contacts to send the emails for a few months before you have to recycle the list. But pro tip is that you can do it in a month. You can actually change up the subject line and send it in 3 weeks. It probably will work as well. Number 3, people look at your website and your social media. Very interesting fact. I know a lot of people that have 50K a month agencies that have poor ass website. It looks so bad and it's purely just a sales ability, right? But at the same time, I found that a lot of people are actually looking you up online. They want to see some videos, they want to check your website. And I've had both cases when someone looks at my website and says that, oh, you don't really have any presence, I don't want to take a call with you. And at the same time, there are people that are actually looking at some videos, they are showing up, they actually have seen my face before on YouTube, on maybe my website page where I have a video with me, and it actually creates a lot more trust. So having at least some sort of generic social media and website is really helpful. By the way, in my previous video about getting out of the sales rut, I actually said that one of the biggest things that helped me mentally to overcome it was social media and having some videos. Number 4, sometimes people respond some weird stuff. Sometimes they ask a question, right? Even if your email says just reply yes if you're interested and I'm going to reach out to you or whatever, they still can ask, how does it work? How much does it cost? Just call your leads. Okay, don't talk over email. It's not going to do anything. If they ask a question, they simply show that they're interested. Nothing more. You're not going to sell over email. If they're gonna say no to you, they're just simply gonna say no to you. It's totally fine. I'd rather have some people hang up on me, but have a simple process that actually gets most people to actually respond and get into some sort of serious conversation, e.g., through calling rather than trying to email them back and maybe set some appointments through the email. Finally, the bonus. I can personally help you set up your cold email system and assist with script writing for your niche because I know that it can be confusing and it can be overwhelming. Don't worry, it's free. I'm not like at the level to be a coach yet. So click the first link in the description and book a free session with me if you want to start getting leads consistently. See y'all.